Hey, this is Nicole with Amazing Mutts, and today we are here with Tobi, who is the director of pet nursing, and she's going to speak with us about ways we can keep our animals calm and comfortable over at the vet's office. So it's not unusual for me to go to the vet and see all these animals that are just acting berserk. So since we're mostly familiar with dogs over at Amazing Mutts, let's talk about them.
Okay.
What can pet owners do to make the stay more comfortable or to make their pet more comfortable at the vet and make it safer for everyone involved?
Well, the easiest thing to do is start as a puppy. Make sure your puppy is used to being handled. Mess with his ears, mess with their little feet. You don't have to actually put a rectal thermometer in their bottom half. If you can, that's great. It makes it a lot easier for us. But just kind of mess with their bottom, try wiping off their bottoms or messing with their teeth, opening their mouth. Just kind of give them a good feel down as puppies, and then as they get older, they get used to that kind of handling more and more. When I had my puppies, I used to bring them into work with me every other day, and I'd have vets do exams on them. Granted, not everyone can do that, but it'd be a good idea if you bring your puppies into the vet, even when they're not due for vaccines. Just because every time you bring them in, they get vaccines, they start to associate the vet with pain, and that's not a good thing. Then that's when they start to get anxious and a little nervous and a little harder to handle. So, just bring them in. You don't have to necessarily bring them into the vet, but just bring them up to the receptionist. They can give them cookies, see if the technicians can come out, walk them around the back. It doesn't take that much of our time, and we'd be more than happy to do it because it makes our job so much easier.
Okay. And then also for dogs that are past the puppy stage, maybe they've been adopted and they're just older dogs, and their owners or previous owners haven't taken the time to introduce them to the vet to make it a positive experience. What can they do for dogs that are already adults that have a hard time going there? Should they bring toys, treats? What would you recommend?
Well, as the owner's going to know best what their dog likes. So I used to have a German Shepherd who's obsessed with tennis balls. Like, she would just die for tennis balls. So as long as she had her tennis balls, she was okay. Granted, not all dogs are going to have that psychosis about a certain thing, but if you know if your dog likes a certain treat, or if your dog has a certain blanket that she feels comfortable with, or a toy, whatever your dog feels comfortable with at home, bring that to the vet and make that experience a little bit better. Also, if your pet's not used to being in the car, and if he or she just associates the car with the veterinarian, that's going to be kind of hard too, because they're going to get stressed out from the moment you leave the house. So if your dog doesn't tend to really go places, take them for drives once in a while. Make it a positive experience. Usually most vets are, just let them know, my dog isn't okay with this, or my dog has never been to a vet before, I don't know how she's going to act. That will let the technicians know to put them on their guard. Just be a little slower, a little more cautious, a little bit more gentle. And then at home you can do same things as puppies, get them used to having their ears handled, their feet handled, getting their butt pat. If you can flip them over on their tummies so they can show their tummies, opening their mouths, checking their teeth. That's all the stuff your veterinarian is going to do anyway. So it's a good idea to get your pet used to that at home.
Okay. So basically the advice would just be get your dog used to being handled.
Yes.
And try to handle them as much as possible in the way that a vet would. So checking the ears, the nose, teeth, wiping their little butt, and just getting them used to being handled. So another way that you might want to do this at home too is your dog is most likely already used to you handling the dog, so you can invite a neighbor or friend or somebody else that they're not familiar with to kind of handle your dog too. But again, if your dog's aggressive or something like that, obviously that's not something you'll want to do because it'll just stress out your dog, and then also you'll be liable if the dog bites someone, and we don't want that.
No. But that's a very good point.
So,
because most pets are okay with their owners, but when it comes to strangers handling them, they're going to be a little bit more cautious.
Right. Okay, and this right here is Bruno. He's going to be our demo dog, and he's going to show us what type of handling we can do with him to get him used to going to the vet. So what can we do with him?
The first thing is your vet's going to look in your dog's ears. So basically you just want to open his ears up, kind of peek in there. They should be nice and clean. If you can just kind of put a finger, just kind of rub it around, not too deep, just to get him used to having something in there. Same with the other ear. Good boy. Next you want to go ahead and check out your eyes. Very good. And look at his teeth first. Teeth are on this side. Good boy. Can you give me a big smile? Good boy. Your vet's going to go and check. Oh, good boy. That works. That works. We're going to check out his little paws.
So
make sure they're okay. Going to check the skin on his tummy. Yes, looks nice and pink. Usually we do an orthopedic exam sometimes if they're bigger dogs. You're being a ham. Oh, come here. We're not done. Come back. We're not done. And then if you want to just get them used to sitting still.
Come here. Good boy.
Get them used to kind of, just have your run your fingers. Hand on his legs. His legs. There you go. Oh yes, thank you. Shake. Can you shake with the other side? Other side? And that's pretty much most of the stuff you're going to be able to do at home. If they'll turn over for belly rubs, that's good too. Yes, that's cool. Yes. Okay, you're good. Home free.